It's time for another car video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man, and we're gonna get to this one. This is we're gonna do a little this camper series that we're doing right now. It's got me sort of fascinated. I've been going down the rabbit hole and looking at campers, and this is actually a Hino 4x4 camper 2025, and I guess this is in its sort of Ogesa version, which means exaggeration in Japanese. But I wonder if like the camping car market in Japan is going to go this way, or whether I guess it's just sort of a souped up model of it all. But I found it here on social media, and I thought it would be a fun way to sort of start the video. In other news though, let me come over here to my Instagram, and if you were come to my Instagram, which is known as the Tokyo Real Estate Man website on Instagram, you'd know that I have purchased this car in Japan, this Delica, and I've shipped it here to Canada, and the ship has arrived today. You see the Delica here in its still form right here at the bottom, but this is which is the Chamonix, is the top sort of grade of the Delica, and it has arrived here in Canada today, and I have all the paperwork ready for it. And it's been on a ship, as I mentioned in other videos, that's known as the Brilliant Ace, and the Brilliant Ace is currently now in Annacis Island here in British Columbia, and it's arrived today. Normally I would get what's known as an arrival notice, but I know that the ship has arrived. You can see here Terminal Annacis Island, AIS, and I haven't got the arrival notice. I'm expecting to get it now on Tuesday morning, because Monday is a holiday here in Vancouver, and later today it will be heading for Tacoma, Washington, or basically the port of Seattle. And I brought this car down last month. I was in Tokyo last month to the port of Yokohama, and I have all the paperwork here to do it. You need what's known as an export certificate. You need to fill out like paperwork for the Canadian Border Services and stuff like that. You need the bill of lading, and you also need to fill out what's known as a CARM, which is a paperwork or online platform with the Canadian Border Services agency and everything like that. And as well, you would need I have all the paperwork. I've done the process many times. I'm very familiar with it. Anyhow, that's just an update on that. Is basically this car has arrived here in Vancouver, and next week I'm probably going to cheat, and we'll do a video on the channel about the Delica and the process that I went through, probably on Friday. So there's going to be some more car stuff coming on to the Tokyo Real Estate Man channel here, usually only once a week, but I will this weekend that the car's coming, I will be doing it maybe twice a week. I invite you to follow the Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man, and that's the Delica again right there. Anyway, cool. Let's get on to the next point, which is to look at some of these camper van sort of stuff. And last week we looked at some stuff in the sort of the K truck camper market, and I thought I would come here first because one of the great ways we're going to look at this this Hino one here today. That's the sort of the end mission of the video. We're not going to get there yet though, because I do want to cover some other things. One of the ways to understand price in the Japanese car market is to in some ways you can, in order to understand the deal, it's really not so much different than real estate. In order to understand the deals and everything like that, you really need to look at the breadth of the market. So what I've done here, this is a site that's known as Goo, and you can, I've searched here. This is under the category of, in Japanese, which is known as Kampaka, and I have on here, I've restricted the search to anything under 80,000 kilometers, as I always do, and anything that I buy. Even that Delica that I bought that's coming into Canada, that has 80,000 kilometers. So anything that would be on here on this page is going to have 80,000 and less. Now that's not very difficult to do, because in this search I've done here on the first part, I'm looking at stuff between 2018 and 2025. Now we can't import this to Canada. We could import some of this stuff to Africa if you're interested, but we couldn't import this to Canada. Now in the search here, I also did we're looking at the market in here from the top level. Now this is 250,000 Canadian dollars, and you'd say in Japanese 2,512 man, or you say 2,512 man, and man is like means 4 zeros basically, but this is 250,000 dollars. I talked about this dealership in last week's video called Fuji Cars, Japan. They're phenomenal. Now in the Japanese camper car like community, the Sprinter van, like all this stuff that's going on, people know about in Japan about all these sort of Sprinters and everything like that, and that's why a dealership like Fuji Cars Japan has imported this Sprinter van, and they're selling it now. These are the two most expensive vans. This is the Sprinter van here as well, again from Fuji Cars Japan. It's a really good dealership, and it's where the people in Japan go, okay, when they want to buy a not too many people in Japan go to this sort of used market. They'll just go to a dealership. That's just more the way the Japanese car market works and stuff like that. Anyway, we're not going to look at these because these are all over North America, but again, do we have anything on the mileage here? These are basically new. This one has like 400 kilometers on it, and this one here has 0.1 month. It has 1,000 kilometers on it. So those are basically brand new. That's a 2024, and that's a 2024, both of them, and they're going for 250,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, let's say, I don't know, American dollars. Let's say 160,000 American dollars. Okay, but this is a Japanese channel. This is 2025 with 141,000 kilometers on it. This is going for 236,000 Canadian dollars. So you can see, if you're looking for a deal for these cars in Japan, there's deals to be found. I think the one Hino that we're going to end up looking at here today is a really good deal. Okay, but if you're looking to get something for $10,000, you're just going to end up with some junk. So you better to then go into the Canadian marketplace space and find something here, because it's non-existent. Okay, anyhow, this is the one I thought we could look at here, which was the highest wagon, and this one is going for 157,000 or 158,000 Canadian dollars. You want to practice your Japanese math with me? This is 1,000. 1,578 man. Okay, you can practice it again if you like. 1,578 man. This is a highest wagon. Okay, and I thought that we could look at that. And looking at it here, this is a 2024 with 0.2 months. So this is going to have, this is 2,000 kilometers on it, and it's a 2,700 cc engine. Okay, so, and it is, of course, this is a Toyota. This is Toyota highest wagon. And I kicked up the listing. I thought it would be a good one to look at briefly here. And this was the video that, let's see if it works if I kick this one up. Oh, this was the one video I wanted to look on it right here. And this is, of course, the exterior of and I love it. I just love it. Okay, now we can't import this one to Canada. We could import this to you if you're looking a viewer in Africa and you'd like to get something like this. We can import it. But okay, what have we done? Okay, this is the very top end of the Japanese factory. This is made in the factory. This is all factory made. It's all factory made, and basically it's 160,000 Canadian dollars. Now that's basically, we've established the very top of the market. So anything underneath that, we're going to look at. And I mean, there's so much here to look at. Let's see. I opened up another box over here that we can move on over to, and it had sort of the interior pictures of the car. They have also lots of HD photos. If we go here, I believe if I click this one here, and this word means NISO, which means interior. So this is going to kick off the interior photos, and then we can just look at the interior photos so you have an idea. This is now 2025 made in the, so everything's done here in the Toyota factory. You see a bunk bed up there, seats here. This is $150,000. Brand new car, Hiace. You can see that there's a gas or propane stove right there. There's a sink right there. Full on door. Window here is really cool because you could actually stop this and then like move it around. You can see there's ventilation, a ventilation fan, or it doesn't have to necessarily be a fan. I'm guessing there's a fan in there though. Okay, we can keep the video moving around. Does that move it around? Well, I might have actually stopped it by doing that. But you can see all the cabinetry. You can see actually an air conditioner inside of it as well. So yeah, so this is basically, what was it, 2024? So there's a bunk bed up there as well. There's a TV as well, and then you have the front driving cabin there as well in the front. So this is the top end of the brand new factory made market here from Toyota. And the Toyota Hiace right now might be the most popular car in the world. When you try to buy the Hiace to import it into places like from Japan to Canada, you cannot even get samples that are underneath $15,000 for stuff that's 15 years old. So the Hiace van totally holds its value. And 15,000 kilometers. Oh, this one was diesel, by the way. So both of these are this is a four-wheel drive and it's a diesel. Okay. The Hiace one that I brought into Canada last year was $15,000 for, I think it was 120,000 kilometers. We did a really good buy on that one. 120,000 kilometers, diesel engine. And they just hold their value. They're like steel. And since that price, or since that time, the price has probably gone up on them. Anyway, that gives us an idea. We now know the top of the market for a brand new car. That's the top, okay? And then what else did I have here in the next portion of the search? We can I can come to the one sort of general search part that I sort of kicked off on. I've opened up a lot of windows in order to do this video today here, and I have to try to find which one I had it in. I'm going to guess it was possibly in here, this one right here. Okay, now I looked here at this is a 2005 Hino. This one we're going to look at here today, this 2005 Hino, was the sort of best deal, I thought. And it's still not cheap. This is 20 years old, and it's 629 you'd say 629 man, or this is 63,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, now we can, like, in order to bring this into Canada, I don't even know what it's going to cost. This is going to probably cost $6,000 to even just put on the ship. With exporting fees, you can add another $8,000 to this, so it's going to be $70,000 to just to get it here to Canada. But it's a really good car. I think it said it was a pretty big engine though. It was like 6.6 liter engine on this, so it's really big. And it's a four-wheel drive. Let's kick up this video right here. Is that going to move the tab, or is it just going to move here and we'll have a look at the video? Yeah, look at that. This is really hot. Look at the steel in there. It's going to go inside. Oh, I guess I could expand this. I'm sorry. I could expand it. Oh, I love it. Okay, and I think that this one too, I'm going to stop it right here. I'm forgetting a little bit. I think this one, it had less than 10,000 kilometers. I think I will look when we go look through the listing details, but it has these bunk beds, and in the middle here is like a kitchen galley, and I think in the back is like a shower and everything like this. And this is all factory made, which I love. There it is right there. Air conditioner. Sleeps 8. There's the washroom right there. I'm not sure now if the shower is built into this. Or maybe there's no shower in it. Here's all the systems. Everything factory made, which I love. Yeah, this is a sharp car. Now I know it's not cheap, but in some ways in terms of value, it seemed to me to be the sort of best deal. The only question I had is whether there would be like when you go to places like Southeast Asia or Thailand and stuff like that, they always have the shower in where the toilet is. Now I don't know, maybe there's no shower back there. Okay, so maybe even this one doesn't have a shower, so you have to put one of those outside. Maybe there's a place in the back where you could take an outside shower as well. Anyhow, let's go through the sort of details here of the listing itself right there, which is really important. So you see, like here, this is point. I'm sorry, I'm already looking here below. It's 2005, which is known as Heisei Junananen. Okay. And here it says 0.9 month. So that basically means this car has 9,000 kilometers. It's basically brand new. This is an amazing, that's part of the reason I picked this one. Well, there was a lot of, like, one of the hot things right now we talked about in the video last week was the sort of K-van and stuff like that. The K-van camper car in Japan is the one that's taking off. But this seemed like a really good deal for someone, perhaps I thought in the North American sort of market space, who wanted something a little bit bigger. Even if it was just two people, for example, the bunk beds are there and there's enough for all the storage and stuff like that. Anyhow, I thought it was a really good sample. Anything else that we could sort of look at? These are, I mean, we could go through all the pictures, but this is nice. Oh, there's 3 video. This is, we can crack this up. He did the video tour, but this function right here is the camera that goes actually inside the car itself. So that's the front there, and you can see though it is a standard, it's a standard, and this again is a 4-wheel drive, but everything will look really clean in this car. This is a really nice car. I've seen the car, I guess. And then you see all the technical books that you would have bought from the dealership are all there. I'm wondering if this would have went originally for like how much this would have went originally for anyway. This probably would have went for almost like Isenmon, which is about 100,000 Canadian dollars. And then even after 20 years, it's held an amazing amount of value. But again, this one has not, it's just not been used. It's amazing. We can come here to the middle one too again, and this will bring up another video right here. So, and you can see it has the ventilation system up top with the lighting, all the factory windows and everything like that. It's an amazing car. This really, this is the one thing that I really love too. And this one here, they had this sort of stainless steel sort of staircase here, which I loved and stuff like that. But and you can imagine in Japan, like people would probably take their shoes off here on the middle step, and everything here has probably never been stepped on with a shoe because in Japan no one would have their shoes on inside. There's no way. They'd probably take them off outside anyway. And then my other question for this is the shower in the back of that unit there like that. And this will give us a really great view of you can see a fridge here, you can see a stove here. Everything's brand new. And then a sink, a stove, like a cooking surface right there, and like a microwave right there with I'm wondering if there's probably no, there's no ventilation here, but there is. This is known as kitchen. Like I'm a Tokyo real estate agent, so this is known and used in Tokyo apartments. It's known as kitchen panel, and it is all fire. Like it's all like you can't start a fire with it. It's all fire retardant material. You can see a plug-in right there, and then you could easily get like one of the propane gas stoves here as well. You could plank it right over top of there, and you wouldn't necessarily have to use your battery power if you didn't want to, for example. Cabinet here above. Yeah, really great sample. And we'll go here to the third picture, which brings us, I guess, that would be looking. Yeah, that would be looking. I wonder if we could have a close. We can't get a really close up, but you can see here. There's more, and everything would come with these like mattresses. But I don't think this van was used. I think this just sat in a family's house. I don't think they ever used it as much as they wanted to, and now it's just for sale. So certainly you could say to me, I guess, that the 6-liter engine would be a little high and stuff like that. Like it's not like a 2,500. We looked at the one high ace, and that was a 2,700 cc engine. So the engine is quite a bit bigger, but still, This is amazing. Okay. Anything else to talk about? Sorry if I'm carrying on here at this part of the video. We can move over here to the details of the listing to see if there's anything else that sort of came up that I need sort of to talk about. Again, 2005, 9,000 kilometers, 60. I wanted to see if it was a diesel. I better see where my glasses are right here, which is known in Japanese as K. Did it say if it was diesel up here at the very top sometimes? Yes, it does. Right here, you'll see right there, it's a diesel. So this is a diesel engine. There's only 9,000 kilometers on it. It's a diesel. It's just a phenomenal. This is just a great product. Anything else we can look at right here? There's often a lot of stuff. So yeah, they could see 9,000 kilometers on it. It takes 8 KU. Again, this is the Japanese word for diesel. It's diesel and camping car and anything else sort of yeah, anything over 7 people it takes like that. And I don't know if there's any sort of information here on the dealership too. Often here in the bottom too, you can get, there's some other samples in the marketplace that we can look at. This is a financing. This is an interesting thing for people who aren't from Japan. This is financing for a vehicle like this, okay? And this is known as Atomic-in. So for this one, you'd have to put down a down payment of basically just under half, which is this is 240 man, okay, 240 man, and then you would end up with a monthly payment of this one for $400 a month, and this is for a total of 60 payments over 5 years. So a deal, and then your total through after financing brings it to 644 man, or 644 man. And then I told you it basically means 4 digits is the word man. That's what it sort of means, man, which is the Japanese number. It's just the Japanese number system, and it took years for me to learn the numbers, but in my head they're just really normal. And you can see there's a whole like loan simulation right here. Anything that we could see here, yeah, this is the dealership that I better put on my googly eyes here, my glasses here, so I can see where this dealership is. And yeah, this is in Shizuoka. This is in Hamamatsu-shi, which is Hamamatsu City, okay, and it's in Chuoku, which is this is where the dealership right here, and it's called Accel Jidosha Hanbai, and this is the dealership like that's selling it right here. So I don't know, this was a really my sort of pick of the week and everything like that. Thank you for taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. This is other things that if you ever like come here and you wonder about something like this, this is like the reputation of the dealership and stuff like that. And it says here it says like Anshin, sort of like you can, this is it just means it's a reputable dealer right there, and that's kind of what it's kind of talking about. And then this is called the Hyoka Sho, and this one has like this, for example, if you want to look at it, this goes through the details of the vehicle, and it's just a way of like selling it to the Japanese customer through an online platform, and it just goes through the details of how this is a good car. Anyhow, I'm glad to bring you another video here about a car. In some ways, when you're spending money like this, everyone seems to always like to go to the auction here in Canada, but in some ways for a car like this, okay, that has 9,000 kilometers on it, are you not better to go to a dealership and just give them the price that they want? I don't know, that's just sort of like my way of looking at it. People, of course, are looking for better deals all the time, but certainly this is a new car. Certainly it says 20 years old, you could say to me, but it looks pretty sharp to me. I guess these are going to, this is like, even the dealership is just a mention. You can see they have various other sort of different types of cars here on their lot and stuff like that, but cool. Thank you for taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. If you'd like to import a car to Canada or wherever you are in the world, you can always come here to my Instagram Tokyo Real Estate Man. This is, of course, the Delica that I have coming in this week to Canada. Is that going to work, or do I have to move it to the profile? Anyhow, that is, you can see here, I can move it here to the very top of, I guess I have to hit this X for it to sort of end, and then it'll come here to the top of the Instagram. This is my Instagram right here, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Again, if you're interested in real estate in Tokyo and Japan, I've been a Tokyo real estate agent and a Tokyo real estate investor for 30 years, and I also do cars. You can DM me there. There's a lot of stuff you can check here. This is my Delica in Niigata. There's a lot of stuff that you can come here onto my Instagram in terms of vetting me. There's all kinds of real estate videos that I've done about myself here. And the business that I do in Tokyo, whether that's cars or real estate. If you're more of a traditional person who would like to contact people in more traditional ways, this is my contact website, Tokyo Real Estate Man website, as indicated here in the address bar. You can contact me through my email there. My name is Bruce McCullough. There's my email information at the very top, or you can use the contact box. Okay, thank you for taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. この月曜日、マンデーの動画、なんか車の動画、今日楽しかった。ありがとうございます。この動画でもう終わりです。